y'all, welcome back to my channel. Those of you that's brand new and just randomly clicking on my video, welcome y'all. My name is Diamond Edwards. I've been doing YouTube since 2018 and today is my first story time, so sit back and watch. Okay, so before I get off into this story, I want to shout out Mercedes. Mercedes, you know, comment below so people can see who you are, so people can know who I'm talking about. Girl, shout out to you, because I wouldn't have told this story. I would just let this story just be, you know, because it's like, whatever, I've grown past this, cool, whatever. But it's like, man, I need some more story times, you know, so this was a nice little story for me to tell, you know. But shouts out to you, girl. Now, this is my first time telling y'all about a story. I talk a lot in real life, so hopefully I don't rabbit trail. So I kind of got some points to make sure I'm hitting all the points so y'all can get the gist of what I'm talking about. So I was stuck between two different titles with this video. I wanted to name it When God Came to Me in the Club. You know, clickbait. But then I was thinking too hard about it. I'm like, I don't know if that should be the right thing. And I always get in my head. But now I'm like, you know what? Let's switch it up. I'm asking babe, what should I name this? I don't know what I should name it. Babe was really like, I really don't want you to record it, you know. But I'm like, why not? Let's just do it. It's a story time, you know. But anyway, so we basically came up with the title that y'all see. Basically, when God called me from amongst them, the club edition. So getting off into the story, this was on a Friday, and babe, every Friday he always try to plan something like romantic and cute for me and him to do. And he was like, oh, this was on Thursday. He was like, you gonna get dressed tomorrow, right? Because normally I go to work and I rarely throw lashes on. I probably do my brows and I just be looking dry. And this time I was like, of course I'm gonna get dressed, because I feel like I know that he's gonna take me somewhere. We was initially supposed to go have dinner on the river, but babe friend called him like, bro, you know, I heard there was something going on over here, you down? And he was like, yeah, let's do it. So I find out that plans was changed and we end up going to the Aragana. Now the Aragana is, it serves ratchet, okay? I'm not even gonna hold y'all. In my town, literally the Aragana is the only club that you can get, like, you can get ratchet. Like, the other clubs is either Mexican and white or all whites, but this is like predominantly blacks, okay? So I'm like, here we go, you know. Okay, let's do it. So I'm thinking I'm cute, I get cute and stuff. Yeah, I'm looking like this is what I'm looking like right here, okay? Anyway, yeah, your girl was fired. Well, we basically linked up with the couple. The young lady was like, the young lady that we met up with, she was like, oh girl, I hate going here. And I'm just like, why? You know, just having small talk. She was like, every time I go order a drink, the bartender's basically forcing tips on you, like, y'all gonna tip or something like that, you know. I'm like, ain't that's crazy, that happened to me too, you know. It's a coincidence. I know you're not lying, because it happened to me, okay? But anyway, we finally make it in, and me and babe go straight to the bar. The bartender was like, what y'all drinking? And I look at babe like, babe, what we drinking? And before babe could even answer, the bartender was like, cause y'all don't tip. And I'm like, whoa, you know, wait, hold on. In my mind, like, sometimes people tell me that I wear how I feel on my face, but I feel like I be covering it, but you know, whatever. In my mind, I'm like, whoa, like those of you that don't know me, I get embarrassed easily. Like, please don't do nothing out of character. Don't do nothing that's going to attract attention to us. Let's just go have a good time. Don't do nothing crazy, you know. But for her to do that, I'm like, what? Like, how you don't know that I paid all my bills and I only have enough for one drink and I just can't tip you? You know, I mean, I'm confused. Why would you even say that? So I'm looking at her like, what? Like, babe, like, what? Like, come on. I'm really thinking in my head, hurry up and pay her so we can go. Because I don't even know what that was for. So that was the one thing that had me like, here we go. Here goes. The night is starting. Exactly what the young lady said earlier. Why she hate coming here, because you're forcing tips. You can't do that to people. Period. Some people look at it like, well, you supposed to tip. You supposed to tip. But at the end of the day, if we don't got it like that, we ain't got it like that. I'm not saying that we didn't have it like that. But it's the principles. So that was my first trial. Like, my first trial. I ain't gonna never get ghetto and be all like, what? No, never. That's just not me. I'm more of a, what? Why would you say that, bro? Type girl. Like, I don't be doing all the wailing of the hands. I don't do all of that, you know? So now we finally get our drinks. We walk off and we have our little nice time mingling, saying hey to people, dancing and all this other stuff. So while I'm dancing and stuff, now this almost at the end, I'm noticing like, okay, it's time to go to the bathroom, check myself out. Y'all know you gotta go to the bathroom, check yourself out, make sure you're not too greasy and all this stuff, you know? I get to the bathroom, my leave out, y'all seen the bob I was wearing. I had my real hair leave out. It's getting fat. You feel me? Like, excuse me. It's getting fat to where it's not so prickety plack like flat art no more. It's getting fat. So I'm like, oh man, okay, it's time to end the night, you know? So actually perfect time while I'm coming out, babe, he by the stairs. So we made the decision to go downstairs. We thinking that the couple that we was with was downstairs already. We make it downstairs and he called his bro like, where you at, bro? So bro's still upstairs. So I'm like, okay, babe, let's stay down here. Now we in the stair area. And I'm like, babe, let's stay down here because my leave out is fat. There's no need for me to go back upstairs. Let's stay right here. So, you know, we laugh and kick keying, and by that time people coming down, going outside, they leaving. And I'm like, okay, cool. It's a matter of time for babe's friends to come downstairs. And while we kick keying and all this stuff, here goes the crazy part. A girl come downstairs and call Bae. She like, little Larry, and muff him. Now y'all know, like, I'm pretty sure all y'all like, wait, what? Wait a minute, hold on, what? And I'm like, whoa, wait a minute, like, who is she? You know, I always get taken aback when weird stuff like that happen, because never in a million years would I ever approach a man if I see him with a female and muff him. I don't care if we used to play like this years ago, like, I just would never do that, you know? So when she muff him, I'm taken back. So by that time, here come the other friend. Little Larry, muffs him to where his head kind of like bounced off the wall. It was more aggressive. Now I'm pissed now. I'm not even gonna play with y'all. Like, I was like, wait, hold on now, babe, who is they? Who is they, babe? Like, now I want to know who is they. So while Bae is kind of like, he's trying to explain, kind of tell me what was what. Now here comes the last friend coming down the stairs. And I recognize her. I used to work with her at a nursing home. And I'm like, these your friends? Now by this time they already done made it downstairs. They out the door. The two friends. And she kind of peeped what was going on. And I was like, she confirmed. Excuse me. She confirmed that those two girls, she was with them. And I was like, hey, tell, and this is like my facial expression, everything. I'm like, hey, tell your friends I'll see them later. Just like that. As simple as that. I wasn't wailing my hands. I wasn't doing all of this. Nah, there was no point for me to do that, because now I just don't react like the most. I just don't. And at this point, I'm like, tell your friends I'll see them soon. You know, smiling like, and she like, no, don't do that. Don't be on that. Don't be on that. And I'm just like, what? You know what? You're right. Tell your friends to keep their hands to themselves. Of course, you know, I kind of got took in there just a little bit. I got took in there just a little bit. I'm like, tell them keep their hands to themselves. You know, and by this time, I'm looking, I can hear Bae saying like, nah, don't be on that. Same thing that the young lady was saying, nah, don't be on that. But now I'm looking down the stairs and the door is all glass. So you can see through and you can see the two young ladies, like they waiting on their friend. But I'm holding her back because I'm telling her to tell them to keep their hands to themselves. So now, while I'm looking at them, their body language changed from like kind of peeping that I'm talking to their friend, and they kind of like, why am I holding her back? So now I see their body language is all like all this, and I'm like, oh, here we go. Like, I have drama with no one. I consider myself a lame. Like, it's for me, it's cool to be lame, because all that being known and stuff, people be prying into your life. People do the most, especially when your name get a little buzz, you know. So I'm cool on, I'm good with being, you know, off the radar. So it's like, here goes some drama started on behalf of y'all, because y'all want to be childish and put y'all hands on my man. So wait, let me rewind it back. I told her to tell them to keep their hands to themselves, and I'm like, cause I'm married. This is my husband. I'm married, okay? Look at that. It felt good. Like, even when dudes try to holler, I love to pull this, because at the end of the day, it's like, you need to know, like, tell them that, like, no, this is my husband. This ain't no boyfriend. This ain't no friend thing. No, like, respect females when they with their guys, because at the end of the day, you're being disrespectful. So while I'm saying that, oh, sorry, y'all, I didn't tell y'all. Y'all, I know y'all seen that I was engaged, but I'm married. Sorry, I didn't let y'all know. Your girl is married. I've been married officially for a month. It'll be a month. No, I've been married officially for 3 weeks. So no, it'll be a month. It will be a month when y'all see this video, but officially 3 weeks. But anyway, back to the story. Bae, I love you. I love you, babe. Let me fix my ring. Hold on. Anyway, back to the story. So now I'm looking down, I'm looking out the door, and I can see them like wailing their arms, they body language. For me, I'm the person that reads facial expression, body language, and if I'm talking to you, the tone of your voice, and that lets me know everything. But since I can't hear the tone of their voice, I know that their body language and their facial expressions, meaning that it's a problem, which it shouldn't even be a problem. At the end of the day, y'all the ones that y'all did wrong. Y'all put your hands on my husband, you feel me? So now look, they got my attention now. Now I'm walking down the stairs and I'm smiling like y'all don't even know me. And not even if y'all didn't know me, it don't matter. Like, all I'm gonna do is tell y'all to keep y'all hands to yourself, you know? So while I'm walking down the stairs, Bae grabbed me like, no, don't be on that, don't be on that. And I'm just like, I'm like, Bae, I'm not, you know, being aggressive, nothing. I'm just like, Bae, like, this is not no reality TV show where I'm finna throw a drink at somebody. No, this is reality. And I'm your wife. And I'm gonna do what I need to do and just let them know, keep y'all hands to yourself. And if it would have went up, it would have went up. Like, that's just how I feel, right? So, of course, in that moment, I was heated. I'm just like, this ain't never happened to me. So my first reaction is how I reacted. I just want to tell these females to keep their hands to themselves. So while Bae pulling me and telling me don't be on that, I calmed and I'm just like, okay, I'm not gonna be on that, cool. So by that time, the young lady that I told to relay the message, she already went downstairs, went outside, and went with her friends. I peeped that they went left, right? So by this time, here come the couple that we came with. And they see it on my face like, what's wrong? And Bae telling his guy what happened, and I'm telling the young lady what happened. And it's like, I'm feeling like, oh man, I really wish I would have had the opportunity to go tell them to keep their hands to themselves, but it's all good. We parked to the right in the alley, and I'm still telling the story from detail to detail to the young lady. And when we finally make it into the alley, it was a truck that just came, and I could see a girl with her head out, and I'm just like, in my mind, I'm like, this better not be one of them. Like, y'all looking for trouble, because then y'all just go left. Why would y'all come right? Y'all looking for trouble. So now I'm like climbing into the car and stuff like that, but I could hear somebody say something, like kind of yelling something, and I was like, what they say? And the young lady was like, girl, they said nobody cares, because they basically overheard me telling the story while I was walking and getting into the car. They like, no one cares, nobody cares. And so like I'm just like, it's conjuring up the feelings again. They already done calmed me down, you know. I wasn't even, my temper wasn't even as high as like the normal people would react off of something like that. So I'm just like, this is crazy. So I get out the car, and by this time they already did a U-turn to pass the car again, and they passed where our car was. So like our car was parked here, they came this way, and I'm telling the story. And so they did a U-turn, and I'm already getting into the car. So they did the U-turn, and I was like, what they say? And I get out the car, and by the time they passed the car, now I'm in the alley like, just stop the car. Stop the car. Why? If y'all gonna say what y'all say, y'all basically came into the alley to look for drama, and y'all got the balls to say nobody cared. Like, y'all childish, bro. Y'all childish. So when I went into the alley, like, just stop the car. And they just kept going. So I'm like, man, this is crazy. It's just crazy how you can be minding your own business and people just be doing stuff. So this is, I'm about to wrap it all up and add everything together so y'all can see where I'm coming from, right? So while I'm getting in the car, I'm blown all over again, because now y'all coming into the alley and y'all doing all this picking stuff. So Bae, when we was on the stairs, Bae never let me know who the person was. Everything was happening so fast, and then the young lady came up and I told her to relay the message. So he didn't give a chance to tell me who these girls was. So when I get in the car, the young lady that we came with was like, don't worry about it, girl. Just know that by you being married, and a lot of people know that y'all married, and like, you gonna go through a lot of this. You gonna go through a lot of this. And I'm thinking in my head, man, I'm not finna go through this. Like, my husband is not even that type. Like, he cuts all BS off. Like, he's not that type. That's why we are secure with each other, you know? And so, hold on, let me fix my hair. And so, basically, after she said that, she proceeded to say, don't worry about it, girl. Don't worry about it. You better than them. You better than them. And I'm just like, in my head, I didn't voice this, but in my head I'm thinking, no, but I'm not better than them. I feel like I'm a very humble person. They're very much ghetto, okay? Let's just put it out there like that. They're very much ghetto, but I don't feel like I'm better than her, or I don't feel like I'm better than them. Now, I did have a problem more with the one that made my bae head bounce off the wall, because I feel like you are more the aggressor. And what was that for? Where are you, an ex? Who are you, you know? So later, while we was in the car, I asked again, who are they? Who was they? You know? And he was like, that's my ex's sister and cousin. And I was like, okay, who was the last person that muffed you hard enough for your head to kind of bounce off the wall? Who was that? And it turns out to be the sister. So I'm just like, figures. It figures, like, okay. And why they feel the need to, like, do you be seeing them around town? Like, you know, I'm getting down to the nitty gritty, because I don't like playing no games. You know, we freshly in our marriage. Like, let's put everything out on the table. So, you know, I'm getting down like, so do you see them around town and y'all play like that? He like, nah, like, we used to play like this when I used to date her sister, you know? But I'm thinking in my head, that's crazy. Like, y'all ghetto. Like, y'all feel like that's cute for you to go up to another man while he with a female and do some childish stuff like that? Grow up. I don't even know these females. So I'm like, babe, I'm gonna need to know what they look like for real, because everything happens so fast. Like, I seen them like within seconds. So I can't, if I seen them again, I wouldn't know who I'm running into. So I'm like, babe, come on now. I need to see what they look like, because if I'm out on town with my sisters just having a nice time, and they starting to pick a fight, and they in my same area and they starting to pick a fight, like, I want to identify who's in my surroundings, you know? So, man, going through that situation, it's crazy. Like, I'm just gonna merge together like the message that I received from God. Like, it was more like, Diamond, you already know who I am. You know who you are in me. You've been reading your daily breads non-stop. You've been learning more about me. You've been seeking my face. And you going into this club tonight, you already knew that I've been calling you from amongst them since you've been taking me serious. I've been calling you from amongst them. I'm gonna put the verse down right here. I'm gonna put the verse right here. But when I tell y'all, I wish I knew the verse verbatim, but it's a verse in the Bible that basically go like, don't party with drunkards, don't party with robbers, thieves, murderers. I'm paraphrasing right now. So it's like, don't party with them. And what I get from that verse is like, if you party with these type of people, you're going to start doing the things that they do, you know. And it's like, thank God, only by his grace, like, I was able to hold my composure and not get all belligerent and do all that extra stuff. Like, no, I didn't feel like that was called for. Like, the club life, the club scene is no longer for me. I'm partying with people that probably don't believe in God, and if they do, they probably not taking him serious. So anything goes. When I went to the Aragana that night, I was still covered by God's good grace, but by me being amongst people that anything goes and just live a different life, and I keep God's decrees and they live a different life, of course it was going to be some weird stuff happening, some crazy stuff happening, like the bartender doing that crazy stuff, or she not thinking twice, she not knowing that she was going to offend us, she just talking, you know. And then the two girls like doing all that, putting their hands on Bae. Like, it could have been so much different if I was more worldly than following God. Like, it could have went totally different. Of course, we probably would have gotten a fight, you know. It's just crazy. So this video, and the whole purpose of this video, is just to shed light that God basically is telling me to come from among them. Like, seriously, like, my child, like, I love you. You know who you are. You've been reading your daily bread nonstop. You already know, like, this is not a place for you to be in. So I definitely learned my lesson. I'm a person that tried to keep God's decrees. I'm not perfect by a long shot, but I try, you know. And to be partying with people that don't try and really don't care, it's just not a place for me, you know. But yeah, so this concludes my story time. I really hope y'all enjoyed this story time. I hope y'all got something out of it. How serious God is. Basically, if you keep trying him, if you start taking God serious, he definitely got you. That's all I can say. Definitely. This is my first story time. So y'all comment below and let me know what y'all thought about this story time. Do y'all want to know about any more stories? If y'all want to hear any more stories, definitely comment below. Let me know. Interact with me so I can know what y'all like, what y'all don't like. Definitely subscribe to this channel. When you subscribe to this channel, make sure when you press subscribe, it's going to be an option that pulls up. It's going to say all, none, some, or something like that. Make sure you click the bell and press all, because when you press all, you're gonna get notified every time I post. All right, so I appreciate you guys for watching it all the way through, and yeah, I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.